is a day of great celebration and reverence on which we come together to recognize and rejoice the sacred love and dedication shared between these two people. It is wonderful to have our family and friends here to join us. Bride and groom, we'd like to thank all of you, your guests that are here. We want you to know that each one of you are invited on this day because you have played an integral part in the intertwining of their lives. In the time that John and Heather have spent together, they've built a sturdy foundation for a long, lifelong relationship. After a great deal of thoughtful consideration, they've decided to bind themselves to one another for the rest of their life. May you all remember and cherish this sacred ceremony, for on this day, with love, we will forever bind John and Heather together. Bride and groom today have decided to do something a little different. Today, John and Heather will actually be tying the knot. They will be making the true lover's knot, which is the strongest there is. It will not break. It'll only become stronger under pressure. The rope itself can break before the knot will ever come undone. These two cords represent their past, their own individual and separate lives before today. As you intertwine your pieces, you're joining your two lives into the one, representing the present. This finished knot symbolizes your future, how your love and marriage will continue to be strong despite any trials that life may throw your way.
John, as the cliche says, you showed up when I least expected you. You were far from the list of the man I thought I wanted, for it turned out to be everything I needed. From the first day I met you, you have loved me, challenged me, encouraged me, supported me, and taught me more than I could ever imagine. Thinking about how we started to where we are today, I couldn't imagine going through this adventure called life without you. I intend to love you, hold you, and grow very, very old with you. Today, in front of all of our family and friends, I make these promises to you. I promise to respect you and cherish you as an individual, partner, and an equal. I promise to support you through ups and downs in your life, to laugh with you, cry with you, and to be your strength when you are weak. I promise to always love you through the rough waters and calm tides, and to always talk it out and never to go to bed angry. I promise to try not to yell at you in my sleep when you make noise when you leave or get home from work. I promise to remain cool, calm, and collective when I am hangry, and to maybe share my food with you. I promise to be the most dependable person in your life. I promise from this day forward to be your best friend and soulmate for the rest of our lives. I promise to love you until my last breath on this earth. I cannot wait to build our home and family together, and I know that we will create a home filled with learning, laughter, and compassion. You are an incredible man, and I'm lucky to be your wife, and I love you.
Heather, you rock. It's just a note I wrote to myself. Today is the day. The meatballs was a long time ago. I have every Thanksgiving from now to the end of time to remember how and where it all began. And Blue Moon for me will never be the same. There's a lot behind that beer right there. Today we turn a page and begin a new chapter in our lives. I cannot wait to see what life has in store for us. Through the good times and the bad, I want to grow stronger with you through it all. Promise to never leave your side and remember where it all began that special night in Patchogue. We've come so far since then, and we have so much more to go. I love you always and forever.
John, do you take Heather to be your lawful wedded wife? By making this commitment, you are joining the sacred covenant of marriage. Do you promise to honor her, love, to put her to full and complete trust into her so as long as you both may live?
I do.
Now, Heather, do you take John to be your lawfully wedded husband? Do you promise to honor him in love, to be sensitive to his needs, to comfort him in difficulty, and to put your full and complete trust in him so as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Let these rings remind you always of love and that the promise you have made here on this day. By the power vested in me, I pronounce you, John and Heather, as husband and wife. Please kiss the bride.
I've known the Hanley family as long as I can remember. And JJ's been an integral part of those memories. JJ and I had a pretty normal childhood. We shared a bunk bed, and even though he had the top bunk, he didn't always have it better than me. Eventually, we got rid of the bunk beds, and we both just had single bunks. So, yeah. We had a typical relationship, a lot of fighting and a brother rivalry I'm proud to have been part of. Yet, as much bickering as we did, it was also a very beneficial relationship for me. And that was simply because I'd looked to my big brother for guidance, as he had already been there and done that. If he aced whatever that task was, I had a great template to mimic. If he didn't do so well, I knew exactly what not to do. For example, I remember in daycare seeing him kiss the television when Britney Spears came on. But Britney turned out to be a little crazy, so I never kissed that TV. If there's one thing I'm definitely thankful for about those years, it's that he worked with Anthony and in turn met Heather. Heather, you are not only a beautiful, kind, caring person, but also you put up with JJ's nonsense. JJ and Heather, I'm so proud to be part of this beautiful day. I love you both very much, and I wish you both all the best in the rest of your lives together.
The road we have traveled to get you married off. The many life lessons learned, dates gone wrong, nights of binge watching The Bachelor, and the ever-growing checklist for the groom-to-be. All it took was one night at Meatballs. John, I'm not quite sure where you fit into said checklist, but you certainly blow that guy out of the water. Heather, you are so special to me. You have loved and supported me through my worst times, even when you didn't have to. But that right there is the very definition of you. A true friend with a kind and beautiful soul and the purest of hearts. I love you, I'm grateful for our special bond, and I'm honored to have witnessed both of your love story unfold. This next chapter is only the beginning of the best days. Cherish them as life is too precious. And you remember your marriage is the result of finding your best friend in each other. Every day, love is work, but the most of all, love is realizing that every hour, every minute, and every second of it is worth it because you're in it together.